skin, bro. Got it.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Zohran Honey Chai. And we are here today to talk about your mayor, my mayor, our mayor, Zohran Mamdani. And I have my good friend here, Rebecca, licensed master of social work, to help us break it down. Girl. Those first 8 days alone.
He hit the ground running at pre-K, 3K, apply February 27th. But yes.
And he just ate. I feel like when Eric Adams came in, it was just a lot of what most of his administration was about: standing around in clubs, extra bald, head extra shiny. He was like, yeah, we're going to do it.
Girl, I haven't seen, that's the only thing I remember him of. I've never, can I just be so for real with you? I've never seen this man not in the club, is what
Always
I
in the
say.
club. Okay, this is an episode about Zohran Mamdani, but I just have to say, the one thing about Eric Adams that made me certain I wasn't going to vote for him again was I once read a direct quote from Eric Adams saying that apartments don't need windows. He said that would help us get more affordable housing to not have windows. And then I just thought, you are a wealthy, educated man who's the mayor of New York City, who has clearly no memory of tenement houses. Help me understand the mindset here. And once I heard him say that, I said, okay, we need a better option, because we're not voting for you. We can't vote for you again. Because if you think that New Yorkers don't deserve windows in their apartments when the summer gets hot and everything's made out of concrete, I got a bridge to sell you, and it might just be in Brooklyn, baby.
Lars.
Thank you. Thank you.
But then Mamdani, he also, I feel terrible for that landlord, but at the same time, I don't. Because he went in and he was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
This is not livable at all. Why can I see the pipe in the bathroom?
In the bathroom.
Why it look rusted?
Why it look rusted? A lot of landlords, slumlords rather, they get away with putting people in these bad positions because they know people want to live inside. They don't want to be outside in the sweltering summer or the freezing winters. They know they can get away with anything because people are too scared to do anything. But to have a mayor actually come in and speak truth to power and say, hey, I'm going to support New Yorkers, I'm going to make things affordable, and then see him actually do it. Like, he actually factually went in and said, I'm going to do what I can. The state said they weren't going to help him. He said, that's fine, I got my own help. I'm going to help the people because that's what I set out to do. I really, really appreciate that he's a people first mayor instead of a politics first mayor. He said, this is for New Yorkers. And he's standing on it. And I really appreciate that, because even though, he's a not extremely seasoned politician, that is one of his stronger points, because he's an extremely seasoned human being. No pun intended,
No, that was bars too, man.
Stop it.
Your one-liners there are just
Stop it.
piss. But I feel like his term is a democratic socialist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the folks don't really know what a socialist
They
is.
don't. Tell us, Rebecca. Tell us what a socialist is.
Because I did my research before I came. Because I feel like the kids are not doing their critical thinking. They don't have the 1 through 1A, 1B, 1C. They don't know about those times.
They don't.
What Google will tell you is production controlled by community or government to meet human needs rather than to generate profit.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're serving the community.
Yeah.
Is what it boils down to.
Yeah.
I think that showcases a lot, and his definition and what he's doing, they locked in.
They locked in. Because the thing about it, okay, and I did live in a communist country for a little while. The thing about like socialism, communism, they can be a real issue in certain circumstances if it's also like a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, if you are in a state, a city, a place where all the basic needs are met, you start to notice that there's not a lot of people just lazing around and doing nothing. Because I think people, they fear that, okay, if socialism comes to our town, if communism comes to our town, if like things are more readily available for people, okay, that's going to be the collapse of society. But we all love having a fire department. And we all enjoy having libraries and museums. Babe, that's all socialism. Public school is socialism. Paved roads, socialism. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. You have to put all your money together with the town. Back in the day, before there were taxes paid and put forth to those things, if your house set on fire, when the fire company came, you had to pay them for them to put out your house. And you better pray the money wasn't inside. So when people say these things, they don't understand how much socialist mind work, socialist thinking is involved in our society already. Because you cannot afford to pay a 20-man team of firefighters to save your house from burning to the ground. But you can afford $15 out of your taxes a year to make sure that no one's house has to burn down unnecessarily. And that's basically what Mamdani's really getting at here. He wants to make sure that we all understand that it's something we have to do together.
100%. A lot of folks, his transparency, especially with the, like, I don't really, when we were looking into doing research for this episode, I feel like I didn't really need to look that hard because he's very transparent, very forthcoming, very like open about what he's doing, and especially with the budget season videos that he's doing. And how he talks about, I didn't even know this, but capital and then the expense budget. Capital budget is kind of what you were talking about with the museums and the parks and the school. And I just think that he's really open, and um he's putting his heart into it. Like, you can see that he's anything that concerns the community, especially with like tax season that's coming around, talking to Haitians about their status and how he's extending like the free support. Like, here's the line, you can go to this, and like he's telling you directly how you can be supported, which is very refreshing. And honestly, it seems like the bare minimum, but we haven't gotten that in so long.
No.
So now we're just like, whoa, hello.
I think the last politician we got like this level of transparency and directness from was, I want to say, Roosevelt. If I'm misremembering, I will put the addendum in the comments or whatever. But he would do these fireside chats. So every night or every couple of nights, Americans would turn on their radio and they would listen to him talk about the state of the world. And that was unheard of because the president did presidential things in the White House and you did your damn job and minded your business and prayed not to die. But when the politician remembers that they are a civil servant, they work for the people, I think that does really, really work out well for the rest of us. Because Mamdani came in, he hit the ground sprinting, not running, sprinting. He didn't have no, oh, I have to go say hi to everybody. I have to go shake everybody's hand. I have to go make sure I do some symbolic appearances and do this and that. He did a few symbolic things but they were things that people kept telling him about, like the hump on the Williamsburg Bridge.
He put the last piece of asphalt there. And gosh, it was like a simple thing that needs to be done, but the fact that it was able to be done within like his first, I think, week of being there, they were like,
4
oh
days.
my God. Yeah.
The next day, he
I
woke
think
up.
we were all like, yeah, like City Hall. And they were like, oh, he's already there with DSNY doing it.
And I love that. Although I will say, Mamdani is still in the club. He's going to the clubs. He's just working.
I saw him dancing a party animal when he was campaigning. Is you know, you know. It was like club, no sleep, another club. And
No sleep.
He was in there.
But he was working too. He was like, and by the way, I'm Zohran, I'm Mamdani. I'm running for mayor. Good to meet you.
Very good.
Very good to meet you. I do appreciate how, especially his transition team has been able to help him work a lot of things out. Like, I'm not sure if they're putting Lena Khan's name on these things, but the junk fees from hotels. Ooh.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it, because I say $200 on booking.com, but then when I go to book it for real, it's like, oh, it's actually $450. Good luck. And that's for one night. What? But now when I tell people, oh, come over, come to my city, come to New York, we're going to hang out. Now they know It's what you see is what you get. No junk fees, no unfair levies or taxes, anything like that. We are just gonna party and have a good time. I love that. And we already talked about Lena Khan last time about how she is fearsome. Oh, I know the businesses in New York were scared when they heard that she was coming in.
Trembling as
They were like, oh my God, please. Like a little chihuahua in the winter. Oh my God. They thought they was caught up in that winter storm too. But I love it when powerful people who know their stuff are put into the right place, which is where I really appreciate the transition team and how they clearly are helping Zohran stay completely on task and focused. I I need to see well executed group projects in life because as a lifelong student, I've had too many group projects go asunder where no one's doing what they're supposed to do. But this looks like everyone is putting their little piece in the Google Doc.
it's not like everybody's letting you down.
Yes. Like I'll do the bibliography at the end.
Girl, we have 24 hours. It's doing 5 hours. The teacher's already asking us to submit it early. What do you? I'll do my part now. I'll respond to the text now. What do you? No, but everybody's orchestrated. Everybody's on point. We're working together as a functioning well team.
And we're supporting keeping those kids in school because during the snowstorm, everyone thought we're gonna get a snow day. There's not gonna be any classes. It was remote learning. And when I was watching the news, Channel 7, ABC 7, they said, oh, and the attendance rate was about 70%. So they was logged in.
He was. He actually made a
A guest appearance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's really with the people.
He is. And also, I think for especially the storm that we've just had,
My God.
DSNY was outside, but he was also outside with a snow shovel.
As he should.
I think it was on a bridge that I saw him, or like a underpass. He was shoveling, I think like 3 or 4 cars that had gotten stuck in the snow for folks that needed to go to work. We know that majority of us, we weren't allowed, or like places had closed, but
Yes.
some folks, they were like, no, we need you here. And there's no discussion about it. And he was helping those folks. People were like, really ragging on them. Why are you outside during winter storm? Not everybody has that luxury to be home. Folks don't have that. Oh, I can't come in today. No, you're gonna come in.
Yeah.
I'll see you here.
Yeah. Or like even if they have the choice to stay home, their bills aren't gonna appreciate that choice. Their rent's not gonna appreciate that choice. And during a winter storm, and it's still just barely kissing 30 degrees. I'm waiting eagerly for the day it hit 40 degrees. The first time it hit 28, I was like, ooh, it's actually a little hot today. Ooh, I'm sweating a bit. Because so many single digit days, it was killing my hands. And then they're trying to blame the deaths on Mamdani like he's Jack Frost. Like he came in and
It's flattering of them to think that he can control the weather.
like he truly can't. That's not Elsa. That's not Jack Frost. He is just a guy in a suit.
But you can be like Elsa and just let it go.
Ooh, bars. So far so good. I'm mostly satisfied with him. We did say we were gonna give him 30 days to see how it was going, what he was doing, and so far
Has been, yeah.
I'm pretty satisfied with his activity level because he kept an even clip from the campaign days. He didn't campaign and then take a week-long nap after winning. Thanks, guys. He was out there 12:01. Thank you, guys. It's been wonderful. I can't wait to serve New York. Build that transition team. There were some hiccups. Along the way. But he did everything he could to keep himself on track and aligned with all the goals he put forward. And so far, I haven't seen him stray from that. There are things that I didn't think he was going to be able to do that he did. Because I've seen the political machine, how it operates, I was nervous. I was really nervous that like the powers that be were going to fight against him and be like, no, we can't do universal child care. But when Kathy Hochul said, you got it.
He came to actually visit one of the child centers that are close to us.
Oh, yes,
There was pictures and everything. I got the email. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, what? No, that's my mayor's work put to work, and I'm able to see it through his team. I'm just like, chef's kiss,
Chef's kiss.
chef's kiss.
I'm so happy that he's proving even my secret little fears wrong. I don't voice all my little
No,
fears.
we don't want to manifest
because
it.
we don't manifest that. But I was worried. I was worried that they were going to fight. But now, even if he can't get exactly what he promised, I think he's going to get damn close. Closer than many who have come on the campaign trail and lied to us. I still remember Joe Biden. I still remember how you told me I would get a $1,500 check every week, every month, or whatever. I still remember those stimulus packages that you and Kamala said about. Big sister general indeed. But he made just the right amount of promises.
And he fulfilled them.
And he's fulfilling them. He's not done yet. The work is never done,
Is what we're gonna hear for
the
rest of his
term.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep on coming up with new stuff as soon as he figures out stuff. I just know.
We love that. We be seeing that on the regular.
Is anything in particular that like has really stood out to you that makes you extra proud to be a New Yorker in the wake of this?
He's been a constant support, a constant like beam of hope. Anytime I see him, like I see him put out new content, or like I see him in the news, even like when I just randomly scroll on Instagram, it's like he threw a watch party for a soccer game. It was the Africa Cup of Nations. And he was just out there he was just like, everybody could come on in. We'll do it at I think it was the Surrogates Court. It was a court next to the City Hall. And he invited folks and they watched the game. I don't think I've ever seen that before, which sounds very silly to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Like humans just being humans and just interacting. But then he went on to, I think, to secure $5 million for delivery workers, folks that deliver food.
Yes, the gig economy.
And I did not know. I think it was for like 49,000 people, but I didn't know what. I had to Google, like, you use these big fancy terms, but restitution?
Oh, yeah, restitution.
I didn't know that it meant like property damage, medical bills, all of that. I was like, whoa, I mean, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know how big of a thing it was, really. And I found out through his campaign. That, and I didn't know about the statistics of New York. Like, homicide has dropped 60%. Shooting incidents have dropped by 20%. The kids are doing okay.
Kids are doing okay. I have felt like it's a warmer New York, despite the, polar vortex, frigid hell that we're in. I felt that my fellow New Yorker is so much like calmer and kinder than before. And we've already been kind, just not nice. We're not going to say it to you in a cute way. We're going to say, don't piss me off. We're going to carry your bag though. But
no, for real.
But I felt that there is something new happening in the world, in our world here in New York. I felt just extra proud because of how much I feel that he is kind of bringing people together, and how much I feel my community getting closer. That was why basically I started this podcast. I was like, let's see how we can make our community closer. And then it just turns out that when you set out with the intention, it will be fulfilled. That's manifestation, right?
100%, yeah.
So here's to New York getting closer, the days getting longer, and each moment getting a little bit warmer in our fair city. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank Rebecca for joining me again. And I want to thank you guys for going to support me on Patreon and for liking, commenting, and subscribing when you see this video. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. And if you're somehow just on the TikTok clips, thanks again for the follows. Can't wait. See y'all next time. Mamdani.
The name
is Mamdani. MAMDAAI. And that's a wrap.